Okay, first things first, you want to make sure to start out on freshly silk pressed hair. If you missed my silk press video, I will put the link in the description box below. So you want to gather your hair. I'm using two little hair ties. I'm gonna gather my hair not tight, just loosely, and put the ponytail where I want it to sit on top of my head. So I'm just gonna comb down the fine hairs around my perimeter. You can call them baby hairs, whatever you want to call them. I just like to take those out so that they won't get pulled super tight once I put the ponytail in place. Lightly spray the Gots to Be on all of the hair that you want to mold up. Don't use a lot starting out because you can always go back and add more of the spray to build on, but you don't want it to be super crunchy in the beginning and then you can't comb through it. So just lightly spray that on, and then we're going to take the comb and mold everything up. If you want a firmer ponytail, you want to do this in sections. Mold your hair up in sections. Spray, mold, spray, mold. Doing it this way allows for my ponytail to be in place without being hard or crunchy. I'm not a big product girl, so I don't like to use a lot of spray, and I don't like for my hair to be hard. If you want something that'll last longer and to be a little firmer, then I would recommend using more of the spray. So if you have gray hair, then you know sometimes it's stubborn, and I have a little short one right there in the front. I'm just going to put a little spray there and get that to lay flat. Now that everything's in place where I want it to be, I'm going to take that ponytail down and redo it, this time using 3 hair ties. So I pull the ponytail up where I want it to sit, and then I'm going to smooth everything out. Be sure to use more spray as needed. Ties, just secure the ponytail and make sure to hold it in place where you want the ponytail to be. I know that I want my ponytail to hang over to the side, so as you can see, I placed it a little bit off centered and it's going to hang over to one side. Ooh, y'all, don't mind my nails. But anyway, as you can see, that hair was $2.49. This is all you'll need to do the fishtail ponytail. 1 pack of synthetic braid hair. I like this hair because it is itch free and it's already stretched. Using the rubber band that's already attached to the synthetic hair, place it around your ponytail. Wrap the rubber band until tight and secure. So you want to rub some of this Murray's beeswax over your natural hair just to help to blend it into the synthetic hair and to lay down all of your flyaways. This will also help once you start to do the braid to prevent a lot of hair from sticking out. So here I just like to take 2 small pieces from each side and wrap it around the base of the ponytail. That hides the hair ties, or if you use rubber bands, it'll hide the rubber band. To start your braid, you want to take a piece from one side and cross it over to the other side. All of the hair should be split into 2 sections. So you're taking one piece from the end or the bottom of the section on the right and you're crossing it over and adding it to the section on the left. Then you'll take a piece from the section on the left, cross it over and add it to the section on the right. You'll repeat that all the way down to the end of the braid. Once you get down to the end where it's real fine and skinny, because this hair again is pre-stretched, then you'll start using 3 strands and create a regular plait, a regular braid. Now that we're down at the bottom of the braid, I'm going to separate that hair into 3 and just continue to do a regular plait going down. I'll secure the end with a rubber band, and then I'm just going to bend the bottom of the hair up and secure it just so the hair won't be hanging out at the bottom. You can use that hair and put a rod on it and dip it for a curl at the end. You can burn the end, or you can simply clip it off. Here I have that gap at the top, just a space from the base of the braid to where the fishtail starts, and I'm going to use one of these single braids that I keep laying around, and I'm going to fill in that part. All of these braids have a bob pin at the end, and I'm just going to use that to secure the braid onto the fishtail. I'm going to add it in underneath the braid so that the bob pin and the rubber band is hidden. Once that is in, I will wrap the braid around my real hair, as you can see, so that it is completely covered. That braid wasn't long enough, so I'm going to add a braid one size down from the size braid that I already put up there. I'll put the bob pin in where that braid ended to secure the end of that braid. Then I'll just do the same thing I did with the previous braid, which is wrap it around the base until we meet the top of the ponytail. I use a little bit of edge control and an edge brush just to lay my edges really good. If you don't have an edge brush, you can use a toothbrush that's designated just for your edges, and it'll do the exact same thing. I also will use a little bit of edge control on my sideburns and lay those down as well. If you see that you have any hair out of place or flyaways, just take some of that Murray's beeswax and rub it over those places. It'll help that hair to lay down. Now, using the Murray's will soften up that got to be a little bit, so if you like your ponytail to be a little bit firmer, then I would skip that step. Now you can tuck any hair that's hanging out that you don't want hanging out. I don't tuck them all because I like a messier fishtail. Then take bob pins just to pin those braids together. That'll help to keep that braid secure and in place. We're all done. Now that I'm finished, I will add a little bit more of the Got2b spray just to spray it all over my head, and that's it. Let it dry as is. It still won't get real firm because I use the beeswax. So as I said before, if you want a firmer ponytail, don't use the beeswax. If you don't want to use the Got2b, you can use any holding spray you want just to finish this style. If you like this video, please hit the like button, leave me a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. If any of you guys decide to try this ponytail, please let me know how it works out. Thanks.